Welcome to the Tool Hut channel. Today we have a 2013 Ram 1500 misfire on cylinder 6. Been to several shops. Stand by. While you got a second, why don't you go ahead and click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell if you want to be notified when stuff comes out. I welcome any questions or comments you may have down below. Okay, so here's the scan of the vehicle. It's 2013 Ram 1500, 150,000 miles on the clock. We have a PCM cylinder 6 misfire code. Got all kinds of other codes as well, none of which are really a concern for mine. I am looking to make sure there's not a common theme that would cause my misfire. I did not really see anything. Uh, Power steering code, steering angle sensor, none of my concern. So, like I said, it is a used car lot, so we're not going to spend a lot of time trying to make the car perfect. Not our concern here. So, also, I like to go into the scanner and look at the injector pulse widths just to see. Sometimes you can tell if the computer is turning off that cylinder. In this case, it was, it was less than the other ones, but I don't think it was enough less to be of concern. I still think the computer's shutting it off, but I like to look here just because. So it's just in the data list here. Okay, so we've looked at the codes. We see that we do have a cylinder 6. It does show stored. As soon as you start the truck, it goes to active. I guess I should have covered that when I was going through it there. The other thing is we've looked at some data. We've looked to see if the computer is shutting off or can tell us that it's shutting off cylinder 6. It doesn't really say that it is. I still think it is. It's a misfire. Chryslers are pretty good for shutting off the injector pulse to a misfire cylinder. So, where does that leave us? What's our next step? What's the next thing we need to do? Well, I'm going to tell you what I did. It's been to several shops. They've already swapped coils around and injectors around and all this stuff. So, nothing's been replaced, but they have been swapped around. So, the misfire has not moved cylinder to cylinder. I wasn't there. I don't know the shops that did it. When the truck starts, it idles fine. It's only just under a slight load that you notice the problem. And when it's cranking it, it starts so fast it's hard to tell if it's got a cadence in the starter. I could do a clear flood. I could take the fuel pump fuse out and I could run it and do a relative compression. I just kind of decided, you know what? Let's just pull a plug and go in cylinder. Let's get the let's just go right for the heart here. So let's look and see what I found. All right, so here it is. This is my in cylinder at idle. Now anybody that's familiar with in cylinder knows I'm done. I don't need to do a thing just because the inconsistencies of my pressures tell me I have a valve hanging, a broken valve spring, a valve seat off, something like that. So don't even really have to get zoomed in here to determine it's an internal problem. I don't do internal repairs, so now we send it to a shop that does internal repairs. Uh, I've got some suspicions of what it is, but I'm not going to spend the time on this to figure out exactly what it is. I know it's internal. I know the head has to come off. I'm done. So I could have wasted a lot of time going over different things. I call it wasting time, but doing some due diligence, doing some checks. This was fast and easy. Now, if my test results would have been inconclusive here, I would have been backtracking. But like I say, it's a used car dealer. This truck's been to several shops. I'm sure they bought it like this. I'm sure that that's the reason the person that owned this truck traded it in. So, like I say, I got some suspicions of what exactly it is. I do enough of these in cylinder pressure transducers to know this is a problem. So it's time to pack up and walk away. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Questions, comments down below. Keep them clean or I delete them. Have a great day. While you got a second, why don't you go ahead and click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell if you want to be notified when stuff comes out. I welcome any questions or comments you may have down below.